So now we in the cafeteria, right? It's a lot of people in the cafeteria. You got people beating on the table, you know, doing their own thing. Everybody in a selective group and shit. I go in there and I peep out Brianna. I'm like, okay, she sees me. I see her. We start approaching each other. Now I see Legs. Legs is coming from the opposite way of just now getting her breakfast, right? So she holding her tray and it look like she's about to get ready to walk to her seat. But I see her coming towards our way, but I'm not paying her no attention. She ain't finna come and huddle up and talk to us. So I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to Brianna like, yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? You like your tips and your wings? I'm like, I made the chicken. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I made the chicken. She like, yeah, it was good. And as she talking to me, I just see a tray getting introduced to her face. Legs is literally... hit her with the tray, bro. All the food on the tray. Tell me with everything on the tray, bro. All the food, everything just pop out the tray. So I'm looking like, what just happened, B? So Brianna tried to catch her balance. You could tell, because when she got hit, we both was shocked. We both was like, what the fuck happened? So she tried to catch her balance, but I guess Legs was already on her dummy. She was having her biggest one, bro, because she had this shit playing. Because she ran straight up on Book. She trying to lay her the fuck out. So I'm like, yo, I gotta dive in because I don't see the girl with the scar or her other friend. None of her peoples are in here right now. So I jump in and I go and directly grab Legs. I grab her. She like, let me go. She like, you want to fuck some of this, man? You want my sloppy seconds? So she steady holding on to her hair. Woke up. She hitting Brianna in the head. I'm like, yo, let her go. So I grab Legs' arm. I grab her wrist. I'm like, let her go. She like, let me the fuck go. I'm like, I'm not letting you go. Leave her alone. She like, bitch. She let her go, right? So I'm like, what's wrong with you? So as Brianna getting ready to run up, I don't see Brianna running up, though. I'm just trying to talk to Legs. Legs push me out the way, bro. And Brianna runs up and she caught Brianna whole fist and she just kicked Brianna. Brianna run back up. Legs got reach because she got longer arms. She tall. So she duke up. So I hops in. I'm like, yo, stop fucking putting your hands on her. What you want? Security guard sees me squaring up now with Legs. So he say, hey, no, y'all got to cut it out. He like, let's go to the principal office. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I was trying to break up the fight. He like, let's go to the principal. I'm like, I ain't going to no office. He like, you going where I say we going. I say, I didn't do nothing. That's between them two. I didn't do anything. He say, who you think you talking to? I say, I'm talking to you. I said I didn't do nothing. So I grabbed my stuff, you know what I'm saying? I had shit popping out my pockets. I grabbed my shit off the, you know what I'm saying, off the floor. And I'm getting ready to just go walk over there and check Brianna. So I'm like, yo, okay, she just holding her head like, oh. So he like, come on, let's go to the office. So Legs like, that's some bullshit. So now we're heading to the office. And I'm like, I'm talking to him. I'm like, why I gotta go to the office? I'm like, you ain't even see what happened. He like, well, y'all could talk to the principal about that. He like, I ain't gotta know what happened. I say, but what? He like, cause I saw you in it. He like, you wasn't in the crowd. You was right there in the fight. I'm like, yeah, I was trying to break the, like, bro, I'm trying to break the fight up. You ain't even see everything that happened. Boom, we gets into the principal office, right? The principal called us back there. Now it's me, Legs, and it's Brianna. All right. The security guard goes in there with us like, yeah, it was a fight that happened between them in the cafeteria. And I was like, no, I have nothing to do with that. I'm like, I was trying to break up the fight. I'm like, I was trying to get her. She came over there and hit her in the face with the tray. So now I'm like giving little pieces and details of what happened. So the principal say, you're just always in trouble. He say, I just talked to your mama like a week or so ago. He like, you know she don't play. I felt like at that moment that he was trying to test my gangster. And at that point, I didn't care. I say, I don't care about that. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. So he said, well, how about I call your mama? Maybe she can refresh her memory. I'm like, well, she wasn't there. And I'll tell her the same thing. I don't know what's happening. I'm like, this girl just ran up on Brianna. She like, oh, now I'm this girl. So the principal like, so what happened? Legs give out her version. Brianna tell what happens, give out her version. I'm like, look, I say, I was literally standing there talking to my friend. And then Legs like, yeah, your girlfriend. And so she say, girl, you just mad because your pussy stinks. So the principal say, hey, the foul language. You can't say that. He was like, it's true. I can smell it now. I can smell it through our pants. And so she say, bitch, try to say that again after school. I bet you won't say it after school. So the principal say, y'all not going to see each other after school because somebody finna get expelled. Now who is going to be? So I said, it ain't gonna be me, because I ain't do anything. I'm like, I was up here talking to my friend when she walked up, and I just kept saying that part. So the principal like, look, I don't want to have no problems out of y'all. So I'm going to change your classes, your lunch classes, right? So he changed our classes and stuff like that. So now we don't got the same lunch. So Legs don't got the same lunch that we have now. You know what I'm saying? She got a different lunch. So now I still get to see Brianna. So Brianna like, weak ass bitch. She say, yep, keep talking. You heard what she said. So the principal say, just let her talk. Just let her talk. Oh, so she can talk. So now Legs is popping off like, no, because if she got a big mouth, do she got big fists though? Can she run her hands? Can she run her hands? Can she get down how she live? So Brianna like, I'm here all day. You can see me after school. So now they talking big. So the principal like, well, how about I suspend both of y'all and y'all don't get to see each other actually for a good week? Give enough time to cool down. So I'm like, Brianna, can you please just chill? She like, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm good. So Legs like, oh, now they're a couple. Now they're idol. She like, what's really wrong is you're just mad because Roshan want me. Roddy Doddy, don't you want me, right? She straight called me by my nickname, Rose. She like, Roddy Doddy, don't you want? I'm like, man, look, just forget her. I'm like, she mad. She like, yeah, but that's why I'm on the basketball team, though. At least my mama ain't embarrassing me. So now it's at this moment, we're still in the principal office and this is back and forth, right? So the principal tell us, can we please go to our classes? He let me and Brianna leave first. So as we leave it, I'm like, your head okay? I'm like, come on, let's go to the bathroom. We go to the girls' bathroom, right? I go in there, luxury. I go in there and I get some napkins. I ain't gonna forget, I get some napkins and I get like the cold towel and I put it like on her head. And I'm like, you okay? I'm like, she like, no, I'm gonna get that bitch out to school. I'm like, no, just let it go. She like, hell no, I'm gonna get out to school. Boom. Time progress. It's time to get ready to get out of school. Now, I'm in my locker. I'm grabbing my shit. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm in my locker. I'm grabbing my shit. Now, I already know that I'm finna try to go to work. As soon as I go home, I ask my mama, can I go to work? You know what I'm saying? Because Miss Shirley said I could come work anytime. Just call and let them know. So, Brianna come up to me like, you see that bitch? And I see when Brianna come, she come with her pack. She come with the girl with the scar. And the other girl, I'm like, what you on? She like, no, she want to run up. Tell her to come on now. So she want to be all up on your dick, all up on your nuts. I'm like, just chill. I'm like, man, just let it go. She like, do you want her? Do you want me? I'm like, I like you though. I'm like, I want to talk to you. She like, so she finna have to respect me because she got to know that you mine. And if she want to fight for you, we can fight for you. I'm like, ain't nobody fighting for me. I'm like, you already got me, right? So I'm gonna talk to her like, you already got me. She like, no, but she hit me in the face with a fucking how you gonna want me to let that slide? You want me to let that slide? I'm like, nah, I'll fuck her up too. So she said, that's what we on. So the girl with the sky like, I still don't like you. I'm like, I love you. I just kept saying, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't gotta like me. I'm part of the family, baby. So we go out the side way. Now, we don't see Legs. So we don't see Legs. I'm like, come on, Brianna. I'm going to just walk to the bus stop. So everybody, we walking Brianna to the bus stop. Brianna peeped Legs coming from the gas station across from the business street. She said, did she go over there? I say, what's she doing? But she was over there talking to the ex-boyfriend, right? That play on the football team. The ex-boyfriend, right? That she left me for to start slobbing my knob. And now she's over there talking to him. Just a typical skeezer, dick pleaser. You feel me? So she over there, you know, rapping with him. So Brianna looked at the girl with the sky like, so what you on? The girl with the sky walked up and said, watch me. Straight like that. So we start walking. So we're walking with her. It's just us. We're walking across the street. Legs got her back turned and she's talking to her guy, right? She's talking to him. So I'm like, oh shit. When we get close, you just see the girl with the sky. You see, I know y'all probably thought I was going to pause, right? The girl with the sky, she just hurry up and run, bro. She hurry run over there. Boop, right upside Legs here. She say, fight somebody outside, bitch. So Legs say, oh, Legs come out her shirt. Now, Legs was petite, small little chi-chis. If you don't know what chi-chis mean, look it up. Small little chi-chis. So she come out her shirt. She, book, she trying to fight the girl with the sky. So now this is a good ass battle right now. They both tall in this situation. But the girl with the sky is a little bit more gutter. That bitch said, come on, hit me. Legs was like, boop, boop, boop. Like a few more times, this bitch turned into the Hulk. She was like, ah, bro, I swear to God, it was the face for me. She said, ah, she ran over there, buck up. And then everybody jumped Legs, right? They jumped Legs. I stood right there. I didn't help bring nobody up. So the boyfriend comes over there like, yo, chill. Police pull up. They run. I'm still standing there. So the police like, hey, them your friends? I'm like, no. I'm like, I just came out the gas station. I'm just watching a fight. But Brianna, all of them, they break running when they see the police. So boom, I get on the bus. And I'm getting ready to go to the crib. I go to the crib. My mom, not there. My dad, not there. It's just me in the crib. So I'm like, man, I'm going to go on ahead and see if I could actually really work today. So I hit up Miss Shirley. I'm like, hey, Miss Shirley. She's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm all fine. I'm like, is it possible if I can work today so I can get more sharpened on my skills and learning the store and on the chicken station? She said, yeah. She said, if you want, you could come from 5 to 9. I said, oh, just a few hours. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm going to ask my mom. She said, now, look, if you're going to be here on time. I said, okay, I got you, Miss Shirley. Boom. My mama family comes in. Mark ain't even beat my mom home. Boom. My mom comes in. I said, hey, Mom. I'm like, I work today. Is that okay? She said, you work? I told you just weekends. I said, yeah, but I wanted to go in and get sharpened on my skills. She said, okay. She said, what time? I said, just 5 to 9. She said, make sure you bring Caleb that large rib tip digging. If you're going to go in that 5 to 9 trying to sharpen up on some skills, sharpen up on making him a little small entree. I said, I got you, Mom. I got you. Boom. Mark come in. My mama look at Mark. Mark look at my mama. He like, hey, Mom. She say, don't hate me. She say, get to the chores. He like, I did chores yesterday. She said, you're going to do them every day until I'm tired of seeing you do them. Now, wipe all the walls down and the cabinets. Make sure you clean up both of the tubs. Clean the jacuzzi. Drain out the... Joe had him on some working duty. He like, but I just got out of school. She say, what school got to do with home? See the difference? Now, I'm going to tell you again. Get to the chores. When I get home, I better see something that's looking different. Thank you. Now, knowing my mom, she already touched up. She just doing this to extrally punish him. So she leaves, right? She leaves out the crib and shit to go to the back in the bar. So Caleb in his room, you know what I'm saying, doing his big one, eating and shit. I haven't ate yet. I'm going to eat at work. I go downstairs. Mark is cleaning, bro. Cleaning toilets. I'm like, hey, I go to work at 5. I'm like, you gonna still come on to the job and try to smoke? I'm like, oh, dude, work today. He like, yeah. He like, I'll come down. Like, why you gonna come in without mama finding out? He like, I'm gonna sneak out. I'm like, don't sneak out. He like, well, how am I get them? I'm like, just tell mom you want to come up there and see me work. Or see, do they got another position? I said, I got you. I said, I'm gonna tell mama that we still hiring to see if we can get you a job. He like, all right, but we weren't even hiring no more. I took the last position. So I set the okie doke up. My mom gave it a green light. She said, okay, I'm going to drop him off. I said, no, Mom. I said, let him come by himself. I'm like, because just in case she keep him longer, then plus you're going to have to come pick me up anyway. My mama, green light, go. Boom. Let him know. He like, how the fuck you do that? I'm like, oh, baby. I say, who know mama better than me? I know what to say. He like, all right. He like, I'm going to be up there. I'm like, look, just make sure you're there. I'm like, be on time. I'm going to have my lunch break. I got to work 2 hours. So I say at 7 o'clock, I'll be having my break. Boom. I get to work, right? I get to work. Everything is easy breathe, but we got a little bit of dilemma somewhere, right? Now, it's majority all girls. All the dudes pretty much in the smoke area. I'm out there with the girls, though. But I'm on chicken station, so I'm a little far from the girls. Now, the girls are doing the simple writing down on the ticket, the orders and stuff like that. And, you know, and bagging it up there and making coleslaw, putting the, you know, they ain't doing nothing heavy, nothing, no real hard labor. So there's this one girl, she the cashier in the front, which is the door separate from that. So she in the front. When she used to come back there, I used to be like looking at her posterior. Her, man, look, shorty had like, oh my God. So I used to always like be looking at her eyes like, damn, like, why you gotta be so thick like that? Like, she was really thick. So she caught me looking at her butt because she turned around like, hey, is this the, I'm like, yeah, huh? She like, is this the 6 wings? Because you didn't put 6, you put 7. I'm like, oh yeah, I had made a mistake and put extra. She said, yeah, never put extra. She said, you can eat it or something. I'm like, yeah. She like, what you was looking at? I'm like, I wasn't looking at nothing. She like, mm-hmm. And so, but the vibe gave me, oh, you want me to see what that do. So, but not knowing that the dudes that's in the smoke area, they crushing on this broad too. She fun as hell. So, boom, she go out there, whatever. So, the dude from the smoke area, they got the Zaza. I say, hey, my brother coming up here on lunch break. I'm like, you think you're going to be able to have a lunch break? He like, man, the shift lead be tripping. He like, maybe we can have it at the same time I see. He like, if not, I ditch you some. I'm like, all right, for sure. Cool beans. Boom, my lunch break comes. Mark on time. Because she like, hey, somebody out here with long hair looking for you. I'm like, oh, that's my brother. She like, okay. She like, you want me to give him something to drink? I'm like, no, he good. I'm like, tell him to meet me around the back. So he goes around the back way. Hit on it's a steel black door that goes to the smoke area. I let him know, I'm like, hey, see, can you go on your break? He like, all right, I got a big order. We got a pan of rib tips. So he do the pan of rib tips. He come out and he asks us, so, but the way him and the girl that I was looking at her butt, I could tell, because you got to remember these people been here longer. So you never know. You the fresh meat coming in. So, you know, he over there a little close to her, you know, talking, flirting. And I'm looking like, damn, all right, that's probably his piece. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, all right, that's probably his little piece. Because she like giggling like, you know, all cute and shit. So she take him like, nah. So he like, come on, let me get a break. So he take off his head thing. He like, come on, it's hot enough. You know I need my break. I need to take a stroll. He hit her with the stroll again. So she like, all right, well, you got 7 minutes because they going to need some help out there in the back. You know, this finna be the rush time. And plus, they was taking somebody from the back to cover my wing station. So that mean that it only would have left, like, I think 1 or 2 people when there's normally like 4 or 5 people in that station. Boom. We all go to the back in his car. He got another big one roll. So he like, you trust me yet? I'm like, fuck, look like I ain't got no choice. Fucking flame it up. So more like, hell yeah. He like, damn. He like, I ain't never seen nothing this big. Nothing this big, bro. He like, yeah. He like, I smoke the best. He like, this your real brother? I'm like, yeah. He like, y'all look nothing alike. I'm like, yeah. He look like my dad's side. I look like my mom. He like, yeah, y'all look a little different. He like same mama? I'm like, yeah, same mom and same dad. He like, so Mark like, what the fuck that's supposed to mean? What, I'm ugly or something? So he like, nah, y'all, it's just like, you a little dark, you know, you a little light. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, we're Puerto Rican. I'm like, we're Puerto Rican and black and white and Indian. Like, you know, I'm letting him know. So he like, oh, okay. Like, that's what's up. So he like, this something different. So he boom. He didn't hit it first. He passed to Mark. I'm like, no. I'm like, you hit it first. He's like, well, he ain't never tried it before, right? I'm like, yeah, but that's my little brother. I'm like, I want to make sure, you know, we straight. He like, boy, you think I'm finna spray? He like that. He like, that's trill though. He like, that's trill. That's trill. So boom, he flaming up. Gee, you see this big puff. So when I say it was this big, bro, the blunt itself, like you gotta open your mouth. It's like you got to open your mouth to hit this. I'm like, whoa. So he like, believe me now. So boom, pass it to Mark. He cut on his music. You know, the dude, he cut on his music, pass it to Mark. Mark ain't playing no games. He like, ooh, when it hit Mark's chest, Mark like coughing. He, oh shit. Oh, G coughing and hawking, whole throat on fire, right? So he turned around, he like, pass that shit, pump, pass, don't burn my shit. So Mark like, man, I need some of that. So he like, shit, he like, oh, I sell jabs. So Mark like, I ain't got no money. So he like, hey, well, you got it. I'm like, oh, I ain't trying to purchase, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but Mark really wanted it. I'm like, when I get paid, I got you. He like, all right. He popped the glove compartment and get Mark a 3.5. Straight up to Mark. So I told Mark, like, yo, you gonna owe me. He like, shit, I don't get allowance for a while. I'm on lockdown. So I'm like, we can't go in the house with that because it stank. So I hit a few more times and it's time for me to go in there and go finish my shift. I still got, you know what I'm saying, 2 more hours. So boom, Mark like, what do I do? He's standing there stuck. He like, yo, y'all finna go back to work. I'm like, yeah. He like, what do I do? I'm like, go back home. He like, wait, I'm too high. I'm like, wait, I think the girls got some Visine. So I go in there thinking that it's like the same rodeo. They like, no, we ain't got no Visine. I left my purse. I'm like, what? Fuck. So I'm like, damn, they ain't got no Visine. I tell Mark they ain't got no Visine. He like, man, what I'm gonna do? So he goes to the bathroom. He's splashing water on his face. I'm like, look, I gotta go back inside. Once we go back inside, there's a steel door. You can't get in there. So Mark is out there in this lobby by himself. So Mark like, bro, you can't leave me. I'm like, yo, they not gonna let you to the back. He like, man, I'm high, man. I'm high as hell. I'm like, you gonna be good. I'm like, just go home. He like, what if mama see my face? I'm like, here, just try to eat you something, right? So I make just 2 wings with some sauce, no fries or nothing. So he out there banging it. I go out there, you know what I'm saying, after we slow down and checked on him. Now, at this time, he got for like 30, 40 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. I call out there. I'm like, you good? He like, no. He like, the hair won't go nowhere. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it in here, bro. My heart, my chest, bro. I'm like, yeah, I feel it too. I'm like, but you got to get ready to go home because mama only know he coming up here just to sign an application. You ain't going to be there my whole shift. Yo, Mark is still in the fucking lobby, okay? Now I got 1 hour to get off. Guess who pops up? Pulls up, Mark. Okay, pulls up, it's my mom pulling up. But Mark, as my mom pulling up, Mark, right? He's coming to the main door because it's a bell for employees. Ringing the bell. And so the cashier lady comes from the back. So we looking on the camera like, my brother's still here. So he like, you see him just doing like this on the camera. So I'm like, what the fuck? I take off my gloves. I'm like, what's going on? So I open up the door. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, bro, there go mama. She finna see me. So he busts in the back way. I'm like, no, bro, I can't.